Good morning, students. Take your book, SST book, and pencil in hand. Remember, in previous discussions, we had under the heading Evolution of Communication. What is communication? How the people in the past communicated? What was the need of writing? And evolution of communication. How slowly the communication system came up to this modern age of communication. And so today, just to revise, together with that reference, I would like to discuss about the same topic, evolution of communication. Under this, we have discussed yesterday that the use of pigeons, the use of pigeon led to the carrying of letters by the runners. They were called runners or the carrier, letter carrier. They were carrying the letter and going and delivering the letters like the postman today, but long distances. Later on, they started using the horse rider. That means they were going on horseback, and so they were known as pony post. Later, this was developed into the post office. So postal system came to be. So they made the office, the especially those days they made the rest houses as also used as the post office, carrying the message from one place to another, or one emperor to the other emperor, and so on. So let us discuss today the use of or the evolution of communication, the use of pigeon. That was over. That's Persians were the first one to train and use pigeons for communications. Romans used pigeons to help their military over 2000 years ago. So, yesterday I had mentioned this. Mostly the kings and the soldiers were using this kind of pigeon post. In England, pigeons were often taken to football matches and released to carry. That we do today also in some the common function, public function. People, especially we have seen here in Rampur Hat, on every Republic Day. On every Republic Day, the chief guest releases some pigeons into the sky, meaning the freedom, the expression of freedom. Okay, so the Mughals in India also used pigeon for communication. See that. So since those days there were not much of communication system, so the ambassadors were going, and also the pigeons were also sent. The use of pigeons for delivering messages was popular even in 20th century. Over lakhs of pigeons were used in World War First as the messengers. So in the First World War, there was the use of pigeons. See, lakhs of pigeons were sent to give the message of peace. Yes. So that was the first beginning of the modern way of sending messages. Next one was towards the end of what called the First World War. There came the press. So printing press, another way of communication, that is print media. Today we call it print media. The printing press is a machine that prints books, magazines, and newspapers in a large number. And so the Johannes Gutenberg of Germany invented the printing press. around 1440. 1440. These inventions brought about a revolution in the field of communication. As the books were handwritten those days, earlier they were written handwriting, they were manuscripts, handwritten books, and so they were not many, and so only few could afford it. It was costly and less in number, and so as soon as this press came, started printing books, and the books were available to not only to the VIPs or the kings and the prince, but also to the common individuals. Those days only the rich people could afford it. Printing press made it possible to print thousands of copies of books in less time, and so at a lower cost. It was sold by a lower cost. Books could be accessed by almost everyone. So not just the rich one, but common people also started buying books and reading. So that is communication, mass communication. It comes under mass communications. So printing of newspapers also started. It made information more readable, available to everybody. So this way, the invention of printing press at Gutenberg was very, very important as a turning point in the field of communication. Here I would like to remind you that when we read Johannes Gutenberg, so this was the earlier, remember, that mostly religious books were written. And so first book that was printed in by Johannes Gutenberg was the Bible. Bible was the first book that was printed in this printing press. Okay, so remember that is important. So how was the life before the invention of printing press? The life was not very much sociable, individualistic, and knowledge, the transfer of, or the imparting of knowledge and informations was in a very slow, and life was most of individualistic. It was not common. And so after the coming up of the printing press, it became more, the knowledge or information became very, very common, and it was imparted to large number of people. Next point is the postal system. So the communication by writing that was carried and delivered by messenger, I have told you, is as old as the invention of writing. However, the modern postal system developed in 19th century, postal system developed in 19th century. The postal system allowed people to send letters and parcels within or outside the country, through post. So this was that. So there is a office now, from place to place, region to region. Now it is the post office are developed, made offices are there, and so the messengers, they submit in the post office, and then postman carries them to their homes. However, there is another turning point, the telegraph and telephone. This made more easy and more personal. You see, invention of telegraph and telephone made communication much faster and easier. What a person wants to tell or give message exactly is to get, not by written or via something. So a telegraph is an instrument used for sending or receiving messages using the electronic signals. Electronic signals were passed through this is telegraph. It was invented by Samuel F.B. Morse and Sir Charles the Wheatstone in 1835. So these what call scientists, let us say scientists, they made this and used the electronic signals to write telegraphic what call messages, telegraphic messages. And so it worked by transmitting electronic signals over wire laid between two distances places. That means there was a connection. It was not wireless, it was connected. Wire connection used to be there. A telegraph message called the telegram and sent by an operator using the Morse code. Okay, that was written in Morse code, sent by electronic signals, and it was written by Morse code, dash and dots. The Morse codes consist of dots and dashes. Yes, dashes, dots and dashes, which represent letters of the alphabet. Remember, I don't know whether you might have heard or not. There was a script called shorthand. There was a typewriter. Have you seen typewriter? Typewriter, not the keyboard. I am talking about the typewriter. Yes, typewriter. Before that, together with the typewriter, there was also the shorthand letters. Today we have computer centers. So there used to be the typewriting center. So people used to go and learn typewriting and also the shorthand. So they were appointed in the offices and all that. For example, somebody is delivering the message and you cannot write every alphabetic letter. So it was written in short. And later on it was translated into the full message. And so also here there was in the Morse code, the signals are there. Based on that only it was developed. And so Morse code, dash and dots, dots and dashes are representing the letters. So here also it is the same Morse code in the shorthand letter. And so punctuations, numerals and all that were represented by some certain types of dash and dots. Messages could be delivered quickly due to the telegraph, and it reached physical travel of messengers to a great extent. So person used to go and reach the message. However, the use of telegraph has declined since the beginning of the 21st century. It has been replaced by the later innovation findings such as telephone. Telegraph was replaced by telephone. Then after that came the sending of messages, fax machine. Have you seen the fax machine? And internet. Now it is internet. Now not only internet, we have got the messages. Immediately we send, talk over SMS language. Okay. And now slowly this sending the emails and all that has become very, very short and faster also. So these are the things that are the part of the communication we are discussing. Okay. Next thing is that telephone. A telephone is a communication device that enables people to talk to one another wherever they are, wherever they may be. Telephone. Today we have a telephonic connection in the small device called mobile. Mobile is, what is the meaning of mobile? Mobile means just to move around. So you talk when you are on move. Or carry from one place to another. So that's why it is called mobile. Otherwise it's called cell phone. What is this? Cell phone. Yes. Cell phone. Alexander Graham Bell is credited, he was the founder, with the development of the first practical telephone in 1876. Alexander Graham Bell found the telephone device. A telephone is expensive and simple to operate. As a result, it has become the most widely used means of communication in the history of mankind. Now it has been improved upon and made more sophisticated, more tangible, more clear, and more faster and easier, and for availability. Anybody can afford it nowadays. So that's why telephone has become the part and parcel of today's human life. And so today I am able to talk to you and discuss these lessons about the communications because of these communications, this because of this finding. Okay, so this is the part of it. Next one is the fax. Now what is this fax machine? Have you gone to Xerox any document, anything? Yes. You see, when you put the original or your data, your paper over that in the machine, it comes out in the same way. Similarly, when this fax machine is the machine which is connected to the telephonic line, and so it has got telephonic connection. Therefore, your the Xerox copy comes instantly there only. But this one, when you put it in the machine, what happens? Since it has it goes through the telephonic line, and the Xerox, the duplicate comes wherever you want to send to the person concerned, where you are given the address. For example, if I have to send my Xerox, whatever I am teaching now, I have to send to somebody, then I will do the fax. I'll just Xerox is put in the machine, in the fax machine, and connect to your telephonic line, and you will get there. What I have written here, same thing you will get in a Xerox form there. Exactly same thing happens in the fax. The fax or the facsimiles. Facsimile is a device that is attached to a telephone and through which written messages can be sent. Written messages goes there. In the hard copy, not soft copy, in the hard copy it comes. With the development of technology, there were improvements in the designs of the telephone instruments and telephonic instruments and its uses. The modern form of telephone is the mobile phone, a device which can be carried along wherever one goes. That's why it is mobile. Otherwise, it is a cell phone. Small cell means small. We can speak to anyone from anywhere and at any time using it. People can also send short messages called SMS. And so this is the thing that today I will. So please, this is lesson 5. It's quite long lesson. Please go through line by line. Once you at least attentively read, so that you are able to understand what I am speaking to. Okay, stay safe.